Hi everyone, colleagues. Thank you for joining me. I'm just going to have a little quick chat to you all about assessment in mathematics and how it has a direct impact on students' teaching and learning. So we'll get straight into it. Math and numeracy assessments involve more than just making determinations about a learner's attitude. It keeps track of learners' proficiency with mathematical terminology, ideas and skills, as well as what they must accomplish to succeed. A grasp of how learning and development occurs. So undoubtedly, the most effective component of teaching and learning is assessment, and I truly believe that. Effective and practical information can be provided to students, instructors, parents, and systems in effective and useful ways. There are several brilliant ways of incorporating assessment strategies into primary school settings, which is what we do, especially in maths. The first assessment strategy I'm going to discuss is the portfolio assessment, and which I believe is the most effective and beneficial form of assessment, which I'll go into further detail a bit later. And then I'll also be talking about teacher observations, as I do believe this is the most raw and live way of assessing students. So here are our assessment strategies. We've also got maths portfolios and teacher observations. Starting with maths portfolios, as I stated in the introduction, I truly do believe maths portfolios are the best way to judge a student's content knowledge. A portfolio is a display folder that essentially represents all different mathematical work completed throughout the year by that student. This enables us teachers to assess development over a longer period of time. Students are also able to select the work they want to put into their portfolio. Therefore, you are seeing the best work of that particular student and their ability. Formative assessment is defined as an evaluation that encourages pupils to grow and improve their learning rather than limiting it. So the growth of pupils' drive and self-confidence is crucial for learning, and it is precisely the emphasis of maths portfolios. The obvious limitation for maths portfolios is that it is quite time-consuming, and it's not an immediate report of the student's level of knowledge. So therefore, their maths portfolio could look brilliant, then they could do a test the next week and their results may not match up. But it can also be quite hard to motivate students to take on portfolios, as it is a pretty long and, as I said, time-consuming sort of thing. But all in all, portfolios can have a huge effect on a student's achievement in maths, as they are able to see their progression and improvement in their portfolio. By seeing this improvement in the flesh and motivate students, it gives them a big confidence booster. Moving on to teacher observations. So when used appropriately, teacher observations can offer significant supporting data for your evaluation conclusions. For some learning outcomes, particularly those involving practical methods, performance tasks, real-life projects, and group work, they offer the only means of acquiring proof. So the main goal of a classroom observation is to enhance the teacher's instructional skills in order to improve student results. Investigating potential education disparities between various students groups is a secondary goal of observation. There are obviously limitations, like there are with everything. When it comes to teacher observations, one of them is that you can't review results after one day. It needs to be a longer process, and you need to observe the student for quite a while. Also, student attitudes could not be studied with the help of observations, so they might not really take part in certain classroom activities, but they could have a really good maths knowledge. So just moving on to record keeping now. I focused on testing. So maths testing is, if it's done properly, it may be a first step in preventing the emergence of maths problems without raising stress levels in younger children. Additionally, it might eventually increase maths standards across the nation to a level that is close to the government's new goal, which is something we need to look at. I believe a maths test based off all the content that has been learned throughout the school term is the clearest and most simple way to get a good understanding of where the student is at, and a great way to keep record of the student's results as they can be used as a guide. Also, maths testing is a great way to share results with other colleagues around the school, like we could do with each other, especially during that time where it comes to handover at the end of the year. The student's future teacher has a good understanding of where their maths level is at. So just in conclusion, undoubtedly the most effective component of teaching and learning is assessment. There's no two ways about that. Effective and practical information can be provided to students, instructors, parents, and systems by quality assessments. In conclusion, I truly believe assessment is vital, and especially in the years 2 and 3, I believe throughout these year levels and throughout the numbers and algebra strand, the best way to assess students is through portfolio and observations. So testing is a great way for a recording strategy, which is why assessment in maths has a direct impact upon students' teaching and learning. Thank you so much for listening. Thank you.